Have you ever been in a room, a coffee shop, or a lounge and felt this sudden, unexplainable pull to look at someone? It's not loud or obvious, but the situation doesn't feel random either. There's a specific way a woman acts when she's quietly opening the door for you to say something. She just hasn't used words yet. Most men miss these moments completely because they're waiting for a massive, unmistakable green light, like a wave or a prolonged stare. But in reality, female attraction and approachability are almost always communicated through microsignals. These are quiet openings that make an approach feel entirely natural instead of forced. Hi everyone, I'm Lena. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are breaking down the deep behavioral psychology behind the hidden signs a woman wants you to step in and start a conversation. If you understand these subtle patterns, you will never have to guess whether you're being intrusive or welcome ever again. Make sure you stay with me until the very end, because the final sign is a behavioral shift so subtle that 95% of guys completely misinterpret it as disinterest, when it's actually the strongest green light she can give you. The first major sign is what behavioral psychologists call proximity seeking. You know that strange phenomenon where someone just keeps ending up near you? You move over to the other side of the room to grab a drink, and suddenly they're standing nearby. You step outside for some fresh air, and a moment later, they're casually leaning against the railing close by. On the surface, it looks completely accidental. It looks like a coincidence. But if it happens multiple times in a short span, it is almost always intentional. In human attraction dynamics, when a woman is interested in a man but doesn't want to make the first move, she will physically position herself within his radius. She is essentially lowering the barrier of entry for you. She's giving you the geographic opportunity to say something without making it look like she chased you down. If there are 50 empty spots in a room and she consistently chooses the spot right within your field of vision, she is quietly placing herself in your orbit. Sign number 2 is when she looks approachable on purpose. In today's digital age, the universal shield we all use when we want to be left alone is our smartphones. If a woman is glued to her phone, has her headphones in, or has her body turned entirely away from the room, she is sending out do not disturb energy. But when a woman wants to be approached, her body language shifts dramatically. Psychology tells us that open body language, like uncrossed arms, a relaxed posture, calm movements, and turning toward the room serves as a non-verbal welcome mat. She will deliberately put her phone face down. She will scan the room naturally, making herself visible. She isn't acting frantic, she's creating a peaceful open space around her. If you look at her and it feels like it would be easy to say hello, that's usually because she has styled her vibe to make you feel exactly that way. Next is the classic quick glance and look away, specifically what we call the fractured glance or the double take. We've all experienced catching someone looking at us, and the exact millisecond eye contact is made, they snap their head away as if they just got caught doing something wrong. Your first instinct might be to think she must not be interested. Actually, it's often the exact opposite. This behavior is a beautiful mix of organic interest and natural hesitation. She wants to look at you because she finds you attractive, but she doesn't want to be caught staring and seem overly aggressive. So her brain forces a quick retreat, but here's the real tell: the second look. If she looks away, pauses for a few seconds, and then subtly sneaks another glance back to see if you are still looking at her, that is a definitive double take. It means you have caught her attention, and she's testing the waters to see if you noticed her back. Our fourth sign involves what sociologists refer to as micro-interactions. These are the moments that almost happen. Imagine you are walking past each other in a hallway or a crowded venue. As you cross paths, she walks a little bit closer to your personal space than normal etiquette requires. There is a split second of intense eye contact, a soft smile that almost fully forms on her face, and then you both keep moving. These near misses aren't accidents. They are low-risk ways women test the emotional climate of a room. It's a subconscious probe to see if you will seize the moment. That brief moment of shared tension is her leaving the door open just a crack. If you notice these micro moments happening repeatedly with the same person, it is a clear cue to turn around and speak. Sign number 5 is highly strategic. She leaves space open specifically next to her. Think about a busy social gathering, a seminar, or a cafe where space is at a premium. People are milling about, looking for places to sit or stand. Yet, somehow, a small gap right next to her remains entirely untouched. She might place her bag on the chair initially, but the moment you walk into the vicinity, she quietly moves her bag to her lap or the floor. By clearing that physical space, she is removing any friction or awkwardness from your potential approach. She is creating a literal slot for you to fill. When she consciously preserves or clears a space right beside her while you're nearby, she is making it as safe and seamless as possible for you to sit down and say, "Is anyone sitting here?" The sixth sign is acoustic projection. Most of the time, attraction isn't just about what is being said. It's about who the voice is meant to reach. Have you ever noticed a woman talking to her friend or a group, and the moment you step into her general radius, her voice or her laughter gets just a tiny bit louder? Not in an annoying way, but just enough so that her words easily carry over to where you are standing. She might start sharing an interesting, funny story, or mention a hobby she loves. Subconsciously, she is projecting her personality into your space. She is providing you with conversational hooks. She's giving you context so that you can easily chime in, laugh at her joke, or start a conversation based on what she said. It's a brilliant way to invite you in without her having to directly address you first. And now, we've reached our final sign, the ultimate green light that most guys completely misread as her just being busy or distracted. It is the strategic pause, or lingering. Imagine a woman is getting ready to leave a venue, or she's walking through a space with clear direction. She has a destination. But suddenly, as she gets near you, her pace slows down to a crawl. She stops. She pulls out her phone to look at something intensely, or she begins adjusting her coat, or she takes an unusually long time to look at something nearby. A lot of guys see a woman looking at her phone or focusing on something else and think she is too busy to be bothered. But look at the bigger picture. Why did she choose to stop right there, right in your immediate vicinity? She is delaying her departure. She is lingering because she knows the window of opportunity is closing, and she is giving you one final, prolonged chance to step in before she disappears. This lingering creates a temporary bubble of stillness. It is her way of saying she is right here and ready for you to make a move. Gentlemen, reading these signs isn't about overanalyzing every single breath or movement a woman makes. It's about developing a high level of situational awareness and emotional intelligence. Women communicate through nuance, safety, and subtlety. When multiple signs from this list start lining up, she has done her part. She has unlocked the door, and the rest of the journey is up to you. Remember, you don't need a flawless pickup line. The most effective conversations almost always start with a grounded, confident, and simple hello. Be respectful, read the room, and let things flow naturally. If you found value in today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep dives into human psychology. Let me know in the comments below which of these signs you have noticed before but completely missed in the moment. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Lena, and I will see you in the next video.